start your week by installing your game plan.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
In offensive and defense each week, once you've made your game plan, choose to start.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sport.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Mayfield, what a great. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 mils a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up, I get back up.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man, Josh Allen, and the Buffalo.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, let's go! 58. Get Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 15 carries, 53 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Round 80. Check 53.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Allen going to leave it on the draw from McCoy.
Oh, my God!
Brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bam! Oh, you're telling me that's a face
And he's going to be
mask.
taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
I swear, if that was a face mask.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes...
Bam! He lost the ball! Drive ends in terror! And it's horrible!
And they have the football.
Carry with...
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because
like,
so many
sort of
times
like,
it's more a matter of what the
I'm pretty
offensive
sure
guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
Come on, you gotta
Knocked
hold
it
that
free,
in.
made a big play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
That wasn't your football to
Right
catch.
side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up 3rd down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Come on!
And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Now a block in the
3rd
back.
and long for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. This is touchdown! And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they're by Croft. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a
He's gone already.
as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're
Odell Beckham Jr.